Hey, another show with me, Hillbilly. I want to welcome all the family, all my new family that has subbed to my set channel. I appreciate it tremendously. What we are going to work today on is the mountain. So let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. And we are live. Hey, guess what? It worked. Okay. As you can see, I have had to stop here for about 2 months now, it seems like, because the plaster cloth never come in. Even though the wife ordered it, it still never come in. I feel like Jack, order something, you can't get it in on time. So what I'm in the process of doing is I cleaned out my tub. I got it set, ready for water. Oh, don't that just make you have to pee? I hope everybody's having a good morning. I know it's 1 o'clock over across the pond, and I appreciate them guys even stopping in. But how's this sound, Joe? Does it sound pretty decent, or am I speaking into the wind? Speaking into the wind. But what I'm going to concentrate on today is my dog barking. What I like about these is that they're individual wraps. Come on, fingers. Anybody want a dog? I'm going to shoot it. No. On my scissors I had. Seriously, people. I just had them not more than 2 seconds ago. This was from the last roll of this. This is all I had left, and I didn't really want to start with just this, you know what I'm saying? I got my track protector out, cover my track. That way, nothing gets in. I don't have to worry about cleaning track. Oh God, they were right there in front of me. All I do is I cut roughly about 4 inch. I'd say about 8 inch, 6 inch, somewhere through there. And I just keep cutting it up. Oh, come on. And I watched Jerry's thing this morning about intros, which he had got a good point. I'm gonna go see what she's barking at. Okay, sorry about that with my neighbor. My wife does a lot of work for people around the neighborhood as far as like going to the store for them and everything like that. Mostly the older people in the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Her best friends that she went to school with and grew up with. That's who she been mostly does it for. Oh, let's see, the Charleston Gazette. You're going to be part of my layout. I don't read the newspaper as much. Okay, sorry about that. And I'm just going to roll it up. I'm doing the paper scene on this side because, like I said, I want to taper this down a little bit where it don't. Make all kind of noise, huh? I just take a small piece of Scotch tape on this paper. That way it kind of holds it in place where I want it. Maybe. It's gonna be one of them days I can just tell. Don't you know? Woo! Well, I thought I'd have more people in here today, Joe. I don't know. I tried to go live with that YouTube live, but for some reason it don't like my cameras. Don't you know? I'm so happy to get to this point on this mountain because I've been tired of staring at this. And I know you all have been tired of staring at it too. But I'm tired of staring at it. Oh, let's see where that takes us. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work out or not. Oh, you gotta love it. Excuse me. Oh, I wanted to kind of form all the little nooks and crannies that are here. I want that one to stay up there. And I kind of keep this on the quiet side of this area, other than, my layout. Because my son, he works third shift, and that wall right there separates his room and my room, even though it's well insulated and everything. It's just out of respect. Because I know he pulls. He works at a shop up in car manufacturing part up in Charleston. And he runs a laser. So just out of it, he gets home about 9:30 in the morning. It takes an hour to drive it. I will be doing 2 coats of this. It takes him about an hour to drive it. Him and his buddies, there's 4 of them that share the car ride. Which, with today's gas prices, that has to help tremendously. And somebody asked me, he says, aren't you afraid of mold starting underneath this paper? Oh, no, because when it dries, it's going to dry. I hope. No, it dries. Because I tore my mountains apart that had newspaper in them. And it dried perfect. And then only reason I'm keeping this down here is to absorb the excess water that's coming off of these. Okay. And people in the neighborhood went together and got. Hey Dominic, how you doing, bub? They all went in and got the wife. Hey John, how you doing, bub? I thank you for stopping in, John. Woo. They bought her. I'm not really sure what they got her, but they got her a package. I'm not sure what's in it because I ain't really been out there to see it. But it was more or less like an appreciation package for what she does for them, which I thought was cool. Because you definitely don't hear about that no more. People doing stuff like that as far as showing showing that you care, They just don't show it no more. But around here, people are pretty cool. I mean, we watch out for each other. We watch out for each other's property. If somebody goes on vacation, we watch their property for them and all that. And of course, everybody knows around here, this is one area that Proctor Bottom don't take crap from anybody. If you decide to deal drugs in our bottom, you're gone. If you decide to cause mayhem in our bottom, we will tell you. We don't put up with it. Okay. And that's what I was looking for. Kind of tapers down. Now, once I get all my other trees in here, that's what I'm hoping for, is to get that kind of, right in through here, where it went from sponges to the mountain. I'm hoping that it'll blend in okay. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bless you. That was wife sneezing. But I still ain't caught that little culprit on my camera that's moving things. Hasn't done it since I said something about it, so. Okay, let that tack up for a minute. Gives me to cut more. Now during the week, I will do I'm going to do live streams on the mountain as far as my techniques of coloring them, weathering them, and all that good stuff. Because if I do this for every Wednesday, this mountain's going to take me 10 years. And we definitely don't want that. Besides, that looks a whole lot better than newspaper. My own fingers. But I wanted to do something quiet today. Because like I said, my son's on the other side of this wall sleeping. Well, actually, it's my stepson. Yeah, his dad and me were best friends. And when he passed away, I told him, before he passed away, I told him straight up that our grandbabies would not worry about anything as far as a place to stay, food, nothing. You know what I'm saying? As long as he works, we won't have no problems. Because this ain't going to be a free ride home. But he works every day and he takes care of his son, take care of his sons, and our adopted stepdaughter, which she's known us since birth as Mama and Papa. And that's the only way I'd have it. She's my little scar. She's my little girl. Okay, now I am still going to go over this with plaster rocks and stuff like that, castings. I hope. But that was one roll of that plaster cloth cut up. Like I said, it ain't. I think this is, I can't remember how long this is. Not very big, you know what I'm saying? But it does do the job. I like it. It was cheap. I think the wife paid like $6 for this. I can't complain about that. The only thing I can complain about is it took almost 3 months for it to get here. Hey Rick, how you doing, brother? That's the only thing that sucks. But now that it is, you can't cry over spilt milk. Now that it's here, we can finish our wall, our mountain, which that means I can go from there to here. I can't wait. I'm gonna add a couple more pieces in the places I want a little bit more. And they give you a free tent spike. Oh, I took all my medicine this morning, all my crazy pills, and John picked on the wife this morning. So it's a good morning. A good afternoon, I should say. Okay, that should do me. I think. Oh God, I thought I lost my camera. Oh, that scared me. That scared me real bad. Like, oh no, not again. In the middle of my stream last night, I was talking and I happened to look over and there was no camera. It was like, oh man, no. And it was a good stream going too. That's what sucked. Okay, I'm liking that. I like it. Okay, I got one more. I'll just lay in there anyways. Now this all right here is removable. This whole mountainside is removable when I take up the plywood sheeting. Well, Rick, I'm sorry to hear I had a rough night, dude. Rough nights at work make it long. You know what I'm saying? It makes it a long night. I gotta take some paint. Well, when I get this done, I gotta That's where a piece of foam was, and I cut it down to where it will give me my slope that I wanted. I agree, dude. I mean, it's a rough. I work third shift in the coal mines, and it's rough. I mean, it is absolutely rough on a person. Oh, I hear my Oreo wanting in. No. Oh, I need to add a piece there. I know third shift's rough on a person. Second shift is rough on a person because you really can't plan anything during the day, because by the time you get up, you eat, you spend a little bit of quality time with the family, it's time to go to work. And it's really hard to make plans during the day because of it. In night shift, third shift sucks. I'll just tell you that. I'm not a third shift person. I don't know, just because maybe where I was in construction most of my life, you work from 6 in the morning until 5, 6 in the evening. And then you got your day, your evening. 6 to 6. I mean, that's a rough night. And then by the time you get home, you're wore out. And then you catch your second breath about 7 o'clock in the morning. And then your body's saying, dude, what are you doing? Are you nuts? Go to bed. I had a buddy I worked with that he'd get home from work about 7:30 in the morning, and then he'd go straight hunting. Go straight hunt until about noon, and then lay down for a couple hours and go back to work. It's like, okay. Morning, Bernard. How you doing, bub? I am just finishing up my little mountain plaster cloth. And I ain't worried about this wood expanding because it got wet, because that's what we used in construction. Was this? It's made for the outside weather. We've hung this on a peak to hang siding on it. You know what I'm saying? And we got rained out. And I have literally seen at least 4 inches of water stand on this kind of plywood, this OSB. And never warp it. We just go through and drill holes in it, let the water drain, sweep it off, and start building the walls. And by the time we built the walls, the floor was dry enough to where we could chalk pop limes. Oh, don't do that. I hate when you fold in half. I'll put that in there. But I want to give a personal shout out to somebody that's in the room right now. The other day, my brother Joe posted that it was his anniversary of going into the service in '68. I want to thank you, Joe, from the bottom of my heart for doing what you all did. We wouldn't be doing this if you all didn't do what you did. Yeah, exactly. But Joe, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you tremendously for what you and my dad did, my uncle did. You know, excuse me. My dad was 23 years in the Air Force. All my uncles, excuse me, my uncles they were on all the branches. Marines, Army, Air Force. I had a couple nephews that went into the Coast Guard. They wouldn't accept me because I'm flat-footed. And I says, I'm flat-footed, yeah. I says, but you know, if you give me an M16, I don't have to run. You know, and being Americans, we don't run. But where I'm flat-footed and I'm not able to march for long distances and everything back then, it's like, man. But I did. I tried. I tried. The first time me and my buddy was going to go in on the Army, as they back then it was called the buddy system. You and your friend could go in and do the tour together. I passed my test, passed everything. I mean, passed everything with flying colors. Went to Cleveland, Ohio to do my physical, and that doctor walked up with remember the rulers that we used to get smacked with in school? He walked up and put it up underneath my foot, my arch of my feet. And he said, sorry, son, we can't take you. Well, why? He says, you're flat-footed. So? He says, we can't accept you because of being flat-footed. I said, dude, if I'm flat-footed, you give me a gun, I ain't going to run. Period. You know? So, okay, I swallowed my pride and I went home and I had to wait 6 weeks before I could take the test again. So I did. I went in, I took the test for the Marines. Same thing. Passed everything with flying colors. Went to Cleveland, Ohio, and got the same friggin' doctor. He told me, he says, "You're a persistent little shit, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, I want to serve my country. I want to do what my dad did, my nephews, my uncles. Protect this country." He says, "I can't take you in, son." He says, "I'm sorry." He says, "I wish I had more men like you. But I didn't try the Air Force because I'm not really into flying. If I wanted to fly, God would have gave me wings. And I'm not really, I like fishing, I like boating. But me personally, something that big shouldn't float. Something that heavy should not float above water. That's like a cruise ship. I know that they got airbags and tunnels and all that to keep them afloat and all that stuff, but yeah, I'll keep my 2 feet on the ground. Put me in a tank or a deuce and a half, or let me have fun. I think this is going to look out just perfect the way I got it in my head. That's a scary thought. On the ground. But that's you crazier than I am, Joe. 110 feet underground. What are you, a coal miner? But I did do a little bit of a live run last night for about an hour or so. Well, brother, don't chat while you're driving, man. We don't want you to wreck or get hurt or anything. But I appreciate you stopping in while you're driving. But I did, while the trains were running last night, I did some work on the river a bit. Let me see if I can get us over there. Maybe. Okay. I did add my brushes, some weeds and a couple trees, some broken off stumps. Threw some more logs in the water where the water is going to be. And trying to get it to where you all can see it. You know, everybody has a crooked floor, a creaking floor. Wow. Motorcycle racing will break bones. I had a Suzuki 250R. Whew. When that power band kicked in, you better hold on to your dear life. But this is one of the scenes I've been working on last night while I was running trains. I put more bushes along the creek bank. I know this sounds weird, but if I can find it, it shouldn't have went far. This is my tray that I do all my junk in. And this little stick box right here is a bunch of branches and everything. Oh God, no. that I've collected, and it's shredded like a fine dirt, but they're leaves and everything that's been ground up. You know what I'm saying? And that makes good for underbrush when you start your layout, because everything has to be done in layers. You know what I'm saying? If you want it to look decent, yeah, true. I do have to agree, Rick. It takes more than one person. Thank you, John. I'm working on three different areas. Yeah, this area here, because I want all that. There we go. Got the camera scene. But like I said, I've been working on three different areas. Hey, Dave. How you doing, Love Country? Thank you for stopping in, brother. I've been working on this. Let me see if that camera will work again. Come on, there we go. Yes. I have been working on this mountain that will go from down there, right about there. It will taper up, come across, as y'all see. There's my drill rig. And then it will taper down into that. And then this here has been stenciled with sponges. This over here in this area. All this is sponge, you know, and then I just took a brown thin paintbrush and did all my tree branches, you know, all that good stuff. Well, I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate you just stopping in. That just made my Wednesday. Everybody stopping in. That's one area. Of course, that's scene two. Right there. And the reason I've hung drywall, let me see if I can do this without getting in it. I've hung drywall on my door. Okay. That way, when I do the scene, it's going to come across, all the way across. That way, when you're standing here in front of the lift out, you know, you're seeing a background image. No, that's not, that's a drill rig for a coal mine. My coal mine's going over there. Okay, back in this corner. Let me move this go. This is going to be where the building and loadout is. This area down in here drops about an inch. This is where the pit's going to be, where they pump the coal out of the mountain and send it up to the loadout. And then the other area, of course, I've been working on is Joe's Sugar Shack, or sugar producing. Gotta love the Sugar Shack. But it will be a 2. And then this is what I've been working on also. Is this area right here. Let me see if I can do it without getting everybody sick. Excuse me. What I've done is I have from, excuse me, this part right here, this right here didn't exist. This was butted up to here, which was okay. Excuse me. I apologize. Okay, but then I thought, well, it was this wide through here. I mean, I had almost 3 feet aisle right here. And so I added on 10 inches right here. Brought that out. And now I've got a 27-inch aisle that goes, I mean, it's comfortable to walk around. You're not hitting nothing or nothing like that. I also plan on, I know, God, when am I going to stop building? I'm never going to stop building. Right off of this edge, I am going to come out, I wrote it down last night, 30, I'm going to come out 36 inches from here, and it's going to be 31 inches wide. 32 inches wide. It's going to be the same width as this one here. It's going to come across, and it's going to come out to roughly somewhere through here. Something like that. And it's going to be like a, oh, that didn't sound good. And I heard my cat, Oreo, what are you doing? That way when I do, God, I didn't tighten it that bad. You gotta excuse the mess right here because this is what I've been working at. I'm going to put a switch. Let me get over here. I'm going to move this switch that I have laying here. My bags of screws. My purpose. This switch will be moved up to here. And there'll be a switch here that will put me into my Y. Okay. It's going to be a double Y. This one will come off of each switch. I've got a left and a right hand curve. I'm not sure if it's going to be the outside line or the inside line for the Y. That way I can come in, change directions on the engine without having a run around loop. This area over here will be that area way back there where the level is going to be where the engine facility will be. That way they got work on engines or any kind of stuff like that, they'll bring it here. And the section that is coming off of this way will be like a little staging yard or stub track for the engine facility and the refinery that's going where this camera's sitting is where the refinery is going to be. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have 5, maybe 6 major switching points for ops. I took all of Joe's off last night. Out of his okay, come on, go. I took all the grain cars and everything like that out of Joe's last night to run some trains. I thought about going with a helix right here in the center because I do have the room. Because I can come over this way I hate when that happens. I can come over this way off of that center peninsula and do probably about a 5-foot helix right there in the center, you know? Come off of this edge over here and do a helix just on that side over there. But then I thought, no, I've got to remember about that doorway there. I'd have to do another lift out. And then I'd have to do another lift out on the main entrance here. You know, that's just, nah. So I figured I'd just go outwards and inwards. And that way I don't have to worry about doing a second helix or a second level on a helix. So that way, 38. Boy, I am going to get me a new hand control because these ones here with small fingers, woo. Fat fingers, I should say. That way, sorry about that. When, because a helix, as much as I love a helix, sorry about the spin fast. You're in a dryer. As much as I do love a helix, what in the world is going on? I don't, the track that you, okay, what's going on with you, engine? The track that you have to do a helix is crazy. I mean, I think on my last helix I used 30 pieces of 36 inch because it was a double main line, but I just put all my box cars on one line and all my green cars on another line, and I just ran them for about 2 hours. Just sit back and watched and enjoyed tremendously. It was relaxing just to sit here and watch the trains go by. Later on today, I got 1, 2, 3. I've got 5 little short videos that I've got to put into one. While this was running last night, I did some rail fanning with my phone, and that way, I think they look good. I mean, this is going to be a layout that you can do some good good rail fanning, some good photo shots, and but it's also going to be where you do your ops, because I like ops. I ain't good at them, but I like doing them. But I'm pushing an hour. I don't want to waste any more of your time. I did get what I wanted to get done. I did get that done. I'll still take paint and touch that up because that will drive me nuts. It will. It'll drive me banana knowing that that's there. As far as next Wednesday, I think we're going to build some buildings. The 2 that I received from Carol. I got to prime that one red one. Like I said, when they said red, I mean, this is a picture of the building itself, right here. Okay, now I can live with that color red. That's not bad, with the gray and everything. But this is the red they sent me. I mean, that right there. Woo! That's some red. I mean, that is a bright red. Well, Rick, I appreciate that, but I'm nowhere close to a master. I mean, that makes me feel good, but I appreciate that tremendously. But this is going to be part of the warehouse over there where the engine facility will be. This is where the building is that will be getting all your parts for the engines that are in the shop. That way, that's another op, receiving material for the other buildings. See, there is thought to my madness. Now, as far as this, that didn't bend over. This building right here, to me, it looks like a train depot, the way they got it set up right here. Like the old style train depots. You know, it comes with this little building and a water tower. I know that water tower is set up for steam, but I can set that up and set it up on top of a mountain like they do here in West Virginia to get the water. Yes, that's true. Some of the water pressure that comes through our home, well, not mine, mine's city or whatever you want to call it. But there's a lot of haulers that have put up those kind of tanks up into the mountains to catch rainwater. Okay. And it's filtered and everything. Don't get me wrong, it's filtered. But they use them tanks up on the side of a mountain and gravity feed their homes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that coupler does that there. Yeah, get back here. You two ain't allowed to run without each other. Oh, I see why, said the blind man. I got a little bit of a humpty hump. But it's not doing it on all of these. Oh, I see what it is. I gotta raise that one coupler. Ain't no biggie. But I've been blabbering on now for an hour. Morning, Core. Thank you for stopping in, brother. Woo! I feel so proud. I got 8 people. Whoop, whoop. And this right here is what you're looking at. Is I don't know if I'm describing it right or if I'm even presenting it right. When a tanker gets emptied, they have to go to a wash bay. Okay, well, before they go to the wash bay, they go to these and get anything left out, sucked out. And then it's put into these tanks and then shipped back over to the main refinery tanks. If I'm saying that right or if I'm presenting that right. That's what this area is right here. Like I said, I've got 3 feet. All that area right through here is refinery. I mean, this whole end, even with them table, everything. It's all going to be refinery. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing what I see, what I like. I definitely don't know what I'm doing. Thanks for having you. Thank you for stopping in. I mean, I don't consider anybody a sub anymore or a subscriber. That word should be rephrased to family. Because this is one big happy, well, it is one big happy family. What can I say? I mean, we live all over the world, literally all over the world. From UK to Australia, Canada, you know, we all get into each other's room. We sit and have conversations on. There's no arguing. There's no fighting. We're talking about something we love. Besides motorcycle, cars, and women. But we enjoy what we do, and we help each other. And that's what family members do, is they help each other. So I will never call you all subs anymore because you're family. I might get an idea from you guys, which I do a lot, and you might pick up on a technique that I do, to help out. There it is again. I'm going to find out how much that's off right here, right now. I mean, it's because that one coupler, and I can't raise it up on that one. But the rest of them, see, the engines on these, the couplers sit high. For some reason, they set too high. But I love them. Those are beautiful engines. But look for my video as far as the one I did last night, rail fanning. That's what it would be posted as, is rail fanning. From my yard. Yeah, true. Whiskey and cold beer, and I don't drink. I've never drank, but I don't judge people that do. I've got a lot of people that I hang with that, party. I just keep telling them, you all got to get drunk to come to my level. They think I'm weird. Of course. But when we'd go forward up in the mountains, I'd pack up Mountain Dew and stuff like that, and they'd get their Budweiser and their moonshine, and looked at them. I said, don't you ever think that you all got to get drunk to come to my level of craziness? I'm going to try to. I do have my when I did start this, I did order I did order the 208s and 209 flat washers for shimming. I've had to do a couple of my engines that way to make sure they run smooth. And if you ever find an old VCR case, perfect. They help? Well, yeah, true. You can't afford two of them, huh? But I better set my rig up. Right. I got some more blasting to do. But I want to thank everybody who has come in, that has stopped in, that will stop in, hopefully. From bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. If y'all can, leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, comment on what you think I should get more accomplished on, besides this friggin' coupler. It's just in that one spot. I mean, just that one spot. Everything else will run smooth. It's barely catching the CSX box car coupler. Barely catching that coupler. So I'll probably fix that while I'm down. And like I said, if you can, leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. If you like thumbs down, do it twice. That way I know you really like it. But I hope to catch. It's Wednesday. Don't forget about Carol's show tonight at 8 o'clock. More lights to put in. What are you putting lights in? And you got to make a video on that one, John, or Joe. Where are you putting lights in now, dude? Building or homes or... Yeah, because I still got to add lights. Work lights here, up here. Oh, dude, you already... That's going to look good. Yeah, more lights on a refinery, the better it looks. I think. Stop the wrong one. Yeah, the more lights you have on a refinery, the prettier it is. Okay, I'm doing something over here because I'm tired of that one engine till I fix it. I've got to do this, gentlemen. What was that meat? Okay. Oh, you ain't done? No. Corey, you ain't lying there, man. The money that we've been making, woo! And what cracks me up is they said we got enough oil in reserve to last 100 years. And I was always taught when I worked, like in the stores and everything, is to rotate stock. Why can't they, rotate stock that way? Use up that oil, and while you're using it, refill it with new oil. Common sense. A lot of people ain't got common sense no more. You make mad money. But I'm going to leave you all on this note right here. Let's see if I can do this real fast. That's one of the scenes I've been working on. Last night I got all this put in. Corey, you couldn't have said it better, dude. You could have not said it better. But like I said, this is my river. I'm almost done with this side of it. I've got to lift the bridge out and do some work over on this side of it where the waterfall is. Because from this level up here, it drops probably about an inch. God, that was so cool looking. $18 meters in the field. Whoa. But you had a lot of close calls. Oh, that ain't no doubt. That is. They say that is one of the top 5 hardest professions to have. You're not correct, dude. I know a lot of people, a lot of tree huggers think so, but what cracks me up on that is how do they heat their home? How do they provide electricity to their home? The material that their home was built out of, you know? Come on, people. Now let's see if it disconnects now. Nope, it done made it past it. See, it's that engine. It sets. I have to somehow lower that coupler. Oh well, that'd be another job. But I've been rambling on to now. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Like I said, Wednesday, hump day with me, 12 noon. Don't forget to mark it down on your calendar. Put a tattoo on your forearm. Hump day with Hillbilly. That way you never forget. Every Wednesday Eastern Standard Time. But I want to thank all my family members for coming in. Y'all have a safe day, a good day. Keep playing with trains, and we will see you on another stream.